So when we're tuning on the saxophone, the first thing we have to do is make sure that our instrument and our body are set up for success. So the first thing I like to talk about with everybody is take a deep breath in. Make sure you breathe up to the collarbone where the edge of the lungs are without taking a lot of tension or raising your shoulders. Try with me. Ready, go. Good. Now when you go to play, take that same inhale. If you go like this and raise your shoulders, that's a no-no. Second thing, we need to make a great sound on the noisemaker, which in our case is the mouthpiece. Now, I don't love making a noise on the mouthpiece with beginners right off the bat. So if you've, I like making a noise on the mouthpiece, but I like better for beginners using the neck as well. So if you haven't gotten too far in band work yet, please don't think that you're supposed to be amazing at playing the mouthpiece right away, because it's kind of hard at first. The neck makes things, if you add the neck in, like take it off and put it on there, it's actually a lot easier to play with the neck on, just to kind of make sounds and make sure that you're getting the right approach. Once you're like pretty solid though, then you should be able to play the mouthpiece. And the prescribed note for mouthpiece play is an A. So pull my tuner up. No time like the present. I'm aiming for an A, and I'm aiming for the middle of the line. If I'm too low, that means I'm flat. If I'm too high, that means I'm sharp. Memorize that. Middle is the goal. All right. So I'm going to go for it. If I mess up, I'm not a sax player by trade, but I have to teach it. And so I'm okay, but I'm not God's gift to it or anything. So here we go. So I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure I'm consistent. You can see what I mean when I say I'm not God's gift. So no shame if you're messing up too. All right. But that's where we're at. Obviously, this is not a reed and mouthpiece and ligature setup, embouchure setup. Just make sure that you're making a great sound and that the mouthpiece does affect the bottom line when you go to play the saxophone. So if you're pinching too hard, making a really tight sound, then you're going to be sharp. If you're making a really relaxed sound and it's not high enough, you're going to be playing too flat on the instrument. And when you go to tune, you're going to be pretty unhappy. So when I go to play for the first times in the day, I make sure that I'm not looking at the tuner. I want to make sure I'm warmed up, flexible, I'm making a rich sound, and then I'll go to the tuner. So I'm not going to look at it and show you what that means. And we're going to play a G, which there's lots of notes to tune on the saxophone to G, F sharp, kind of like our staples, up high, down low. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to play it down low, but believe me, if I was not doing like a beginner video on this, I'd be playing the high G and the high F sharp. All right. So as I'm looking at the tuner, I kind of noticed that I was playing at the first tick on the sharp side, which is about 10 cents sharp. So I'm going to do that one more time, and I'm going to look at it again and see if it changes. I may go lower, I may go higher. Okay, I'm riding high. Playing the note over and over again to make sure that you're getting a consistent hit on the tuner is a great idea. So don't just play it one time and think that you're sharp. Play it like 5 or 6 times. I'm not gonna make you listen to that in this video, but that's how it should go many times. Next, how do we adjust the instrument? So on a saxophone, we adjust at the cork. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my instrument, and this is where we get to like what do we do and why do we do it. So remember on the tuner when I said I was sharp, like about 10 cents, 10 cents. If I'm sharp, then my instrument is too short, and therefore I need to make it longer. Short, sharp, longer. Okay, so I'm going to pull out on the mouthpiece, and I'm going to do it carefully, putting the palm of my hand up here, and I'm going to make sure that my reed is not getting touched by my finger. I'm just going to rock it out just a smidge, y'all. It's so small. It's hard to see. So now I'm going to try it again. I'm really close. I almost don't want to jinx it and go too far. I'm going to go just a smidge more. Rock. Just All right, so at this point, I'm really close to in tune. The saxophone is a notoriously out of tune instrument, like on every single note, except for like these, and even these aren't awesome. So basically, what do we have to do? We have to play with a good embouchure that allows us to manipulate pitches up and down with our mouth and with alternate fingerings. So my instrument's in the ballpark. Now my ears and my mouth have to do the job, which is why practicing with a tuner on every single note, knowing how to get each note in tune is really important. I'll show you what I mean. Like a D is really sharp on my instrument. And it's in tune. I've never tuned that note on this instrument. I don't know why it's in tune. It shouldn't be. Maybe my ears are awesome. Maybe my face is awesome. I don't know. Let's try a different one. Let's do, you know, my C really bothers me when I play it on this instrument. Look how sharp that is. So in order to get that note sharp, flatter, I'm going to lower my jaw. In order to do that, I thought, oh, I dropped my jaw, pushed forward a little bit, and played what I felt like was more down into the pitch. That's tough to do, and practicing and manipulating pitches is all you can do to kind of work on it. So if you can take a note and bend it up and down, that's awesome. That's really good, especially for saxophone. Just so long as you know where center is and you can be consistent when you play. Cool. Trying to think if there's anything else. So there's G. Played it. Oh, lower is longer. So if your instrument is low, let's say your tuner is on the left-hand side and you need to bring it up, then you would push in because your instrument is too long. Lower means you're too long. You need to push in to make the instrument shorter. When we make it shorter, we compress the space at this very top part to make the instrument that tad bit shorter. So that's that. Okay. Lower means it's too long. Sharper means it's too short. Make it longer. Hope that helps. Good luck in your tuning endeavors, and I look forward to hearing from you.